Hello, 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 GED scholars. I am Professor Ejean of PJ Education Group. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So now, if you are joining me for the very first time, welcome, welcome, and thank you so much for hitting play and watching this video. If you are watching me as a return viewer, thank you so much for rejoining me. Now, the exciting thing is you're preparing to get your GED. And I am so excited that you are making this decision. The decision to get your GED is important. And as you can see at the top, it says, let's get your GED. Now, if you are like me and you are a student and you're going through the process or you've been trying to get your GED for a while, and you need some encouragement, well, this video is a video to encourage you and to provide you with some simple steps to get you into the rhythm for your studying, into the rhythm of studying and preparing you for those exams so that you can get your GED. So now, behind me it says, take a small step every day. Okay, take a small step every day. This is what I had to use to get myself in gear to finish my degree. I have been working on a degree, and hopefully really soon, like real soon, I'll be finished with this degree. But I started a degree back in 2017, 3 years before COVID. And the degree that I started, I knew that it was going to take about maybe 4, perhaps 5 years. I looked to be finished. My goal was to be finished really 2021, no later than 2022. Even when COVID happened, I still put 2022 on the map. It's 2024. I should be finished today. I should already be finished, but I'm not. But I'm going to finish within a week or so. So that's great news. And so, but during the process, COVID happened. COVID was not, of course, predicted. It was not in anyone's control. It was no one's fault. But I tell you, it had a huge impact on my life as a student, on my life as an educator, my professional life, and even my personal life. It just, COVID turned my world upside down. And no matter how I tried to balance the transitions and the impact of COVID, it was an effect. It was an effect on me, and it had an effect on me. COVID did, and so that impacted my timeline as a scholar to finish my degree. And so I went through different seasons. I went through the season of defeat. I felt defeated. I felt deflated because I started in 2017. And there were other cohort members who started the same time I started with this degree. They were chugging along. They were finishing. Some finished in 2021. Others finished in 2022. I mean, they were on the plan and they were able to successfully complete. And that made me feel a certain kind of way. I felt inadequate. I felt weak in moments and times. I felt like I wasn't smart enough. I felt like I wasn't good enough because I was comparing myself to them and their circumstances and situation. And that's what being human is all about, right? We see people that start around the same time we start on our journey. We all have the same goal to finish a project or get our education. And we see someone is excelling faster than us, quicker than us. And, not necessarily that you want to finish when they finish, but you definitely don't want to, be stuck at a place where you don't see an end. And that's where I was. I wasn't necessarily focused on the fact that they finished before me, but when they finished, I was still stuck to me on first base, if I could say that. I was still on first base. I'd finished my coursework, but the written parts of my work, I was just stuck. I was really stuck on my written work. And so in 2023, last year, I just made a decision. I said, listen, we're going on year number 7. Okay. It's time for you to woman up and get this degree and finish. And so I got myself into a position where I would speak on different locations on the subject that I was doing my study to help me to develop my writing, my presentation, and to get me into the mood of academics. And so I just started taking little steps, reading more, writing, studying, reading more, writing, and studying, and creating a rhythm. And I put a plan of action together. And so I just want to share with you some of the things that I did because maybe you're like me. Perhaps you see scholars or cohort members or individuals who started the same time that you started to get their GED. They finished, they got their GED, and you're like me, right? You're still trying to get to the finish line. And now the good news I want to share with you before I give you some steps on preparing and moving forward with getting your GED is there were two other scholars who were in my cohorts that reached out to me because there was a notification sent out of potential completers, and I was on that list. And they congratulated me, and they were on my cohort, and they said, "Congratulations, I'm right behind you. I'm around the corner. We're going to graduate together." That made me feel so much better. Why? Because again, I felt like everybody else was finishing but me. Woe is me. I had that moment, right? But I have two other people that were part of my class, my cohort, and then those two as well are going to finish around the same time that I'm finishing. So that means that I'm not alone. And that made me feel much better about my circumstance and situation, because I was so glad to know that there were other classmates like me that took their time, went through a process, a different type of process, and now they're getting to the finish line. So the same thing is with you. I don't want you to feel defeated. I don't want you to feel deflected. If you're depressed, I need you to get out of depression, and I need you to get focused and stay focused, because let me tell you one thing that I've learned. The people who finish before me are not smarter than me just because they're faster, just because their life probably was different than mine, right? They might not have been in education like me. I had family to take care of, children in school, grandkids, family to take care of, wife. I had a lot going on. So maybe they didn't have all of those challenges and changes and circumstances and situations. So therefore, they had less distractions. But despite the fact of what their situation is, and because I don't know, I'm not going to speak for or against it, I can only say for me, I had to make the adjustments in my life because I'm not a quitter and neither are you, so that I can get this degree. So the first thing I want to share with you is this. Oh, it's got me out the camera, but it's going to say this. It says, listen to GED videos while, and I'm out the camera, brushing your teeth and eating. Okay, so let me tell you what I started doing. I started this last year. Typically, when I get up in the morning, and I've been doing this for years, I would get up in the morning, and I still do this. I listen to scriptures because as a minister, I do Bible lessons as well and sermons, and I'm a chaplain. So I go to different places and speak and preach. And so I would always listen to different lessons to just get myself meditated on the word of God. Because for me, my meditation for that day is important because I have no idea what I'm facing. I'm a teacher, I'm an educator. I don't know what state of mind my students are in. And then I've got to get from point A to point B. I don't know what traffic is going to be like. You just don't know. So I like to prepare myself for the day. So I would constantly listen to scriptures and affirmations in the morning as I'm brushing my teeth, washing my face, cooking food, just getting dressed. Everything that I had as far as a cadence or rhythm in the morning, I would listen to YouTube channels and different sermons or different words that would bring me encouragement. So I still do that in the morning. The first thing I do is listen to the word of God. I've got to get my meditation in and prepare myself for the day. But after I get my meditation and then I'm preparing, getting ready for the day, I started listening to videos that was on the subject that I was studying and helping me to improve and develop my writing and my research for my degree. I just started listening to that. I would listen to that, brushing my teeth, getting ready for the day. And even when I got in the car, I already knew what was going on in the world pretty much because I would just do my quick snap visits to different channels for media, even Google, just to know if I need to know if the world is about to end or anything like that. I would check the weather, X, Y, and Z, get connected, plugged into that information. But I substituted social media with listening to videos and that was on the subject that I was studying to get me academically connected and plugged in so that I can develop a cadence to finish this degree. So the first thing I want to tell you is, as you're preparing for your GED, while you're washing your face, cooking food, washing dishes, cleaning around the house, driving from point A to point B, or if you're on the subway, if you're on the bus, instead of watching other folks scrolling on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, of course, you need to watch my videos. Don't stop watching my videos, and make sure you like, subscribe and share. But you want to listen to videos that are going to impart and invest in what you are trying to accomplish. That's so very, very important. We've got to let social media has become the new, I would say, addiction to so many people. It is what people are using and addicted to. And you're going to say, I'm just going to watch TikTok for 10 minutes, that turns into 20 minutes, it turns into 2 hours, that turns into full, your day is gone. You have literally just wasted your time spending your time helping other people make money, because when you watch their videos, their TikToks, they're making money off of you, but you didn't get any investment out of it, right? So at least if I'm going to watch a video and help somebody earn a coin or two from me watching them, I'm going to get an investment on my return, right? So my investment is I watch videos to help me to develop my research skills, my study skills, communication skills, writing skills. As I was preparing to finish out my degree, I'm going to encourage you to do the same thing. Watch videos on social studies. If that's the test you're preparing for, watch a video on social studies all throughout the day. Listen to videos on social studies, okay? If it's science, the same thing for science. Or if you're preparing for math or reasoning with language arts, watch videos that will give you best practices and bring you best practices on how to prepare for the GED exam. So that's number one. Number two, work on your subject and assignments in the morning, okay? If you can, in the morning or when you get off work, okay? Work on your subjects and assignment for the day. And then it says work on math that evening and listen to more GED and videos. So let me kind of guide you through this process. Math typically is the most difficult subject that scholars have to pass in order to get their GED. Sometimes it's language arts. So it just really depends on if you have an analytical mindset or a theoretical mindset. It really is where you are in life. Most of my scholars, math is the greatest struggle. It becomes their Achilles heel that prevents them from getting their GED. So if you have not taken any exams, and you have all 4 exams left to take, or you have more than just math, my recommendation is that you, first of all, set aside 4 days that you can commit to studying and preparing for your GED. I'm not saying 4 full days, but 4 days where you're going to take the time in those 4 days, each of those days, to study for your GED. So that's what I did first. I said, okay, I'm going to set aside time to study for my degree. Pick those 4 days, stick to those 4 days, okay? Pick those 4 days, stick to those 4 days. Remember, the sacrifices of everything else, you're just going to put them to the side for just a minute. People, place, and things and activities, because you need to get your GED. Once you get your GED, you can go party, and do all the things that you want to do. But focus your life around getting your GED. 4 days, 3 days the minimum, because I know we're working scholars, right? So sometimes 4 days is a bit much, but no less than 3 days, okay? But if you can squeeze in 4, at least a couple of weeks out of the month, remember, the goal is to get your GED. So that's the first thing. And then you want to try to focus on the subject that you can perform your best, okay? So for instance, if social studies is the subject you can perform your best and you haven't taken that test, study social studies, all things social studies. But during that 4-day week, at least 2 of those days, you want to squeeze in a little bit of math if you haven't passed math. Why? Because you don't want to wait until the very last subject to take and pass as math and you're struggling with math. So at least get your mind into a rhythm to think mathematically, right? Analytically, because that's also going to help you develop with your other subjects. Because math tends to lean you into your academics a little bit better and gives you a good structure, because you have to think analytically. You're thinking with how to add, how to subtract, multiply, all things math, divide, right? You have to think about percentages, which is oftentimes a discussion that is questions that are asked on your science exams and your social studies. So you're thinking analytically, you know. So I would say study math. Math helps you to place those guidelines that will develop you with all of your studies. So that's my recommendation. So the first thing is I will go on YouTube. You're already on YouTube. Create folders, right? You can create where you can put different videos in those folders. And then in the morning when you get up, click that folder and just let those videos play and listen to the subject in the morning, all throughout the morning. That main subject, that one subject that you are preparing, you can do that every day. You don't have to do that just 4 days out of a week. You can do that every day, or if you just don't feel like it, at least do that 4 days out of a week. Listen to videos on your subject matter, on the subject that you're trying to pass. Number two, study that subject for at least 3 to 4 days out of a week. In those 3 to 4 days, use 2 of those days, maybe in the evening, to get yourself connected to math. And math is a subject that you have not passed, okay? That you haven't passed. So that's what you want to make sure. Remember, I have this. Take small steps. Take a small step every day. If you do just a little bit every day, and then those steps increase to not just one video, but to 2 to 3 videos every day. Continue to take those small steps to increase your study time, to increase your time connecting to the subject. I'm telling you, doing this will help you towards getting your GED. Now, I didn't put this in the video, on my list to do list, but substitute TikTok, Instagram temporarily. I've already said it once. You need to substitute. You need to remove those things out of your life. You might need to deactivate your accounts. You might need to take that app off your phone so you don't get your notifications and get tempted. Whatever you need to do at this moment, we need to get our GED, right? So all things GED, whatever it takes, all things GED. So I gave you some really simple steps. First, remove those apps if you can. I'm just going to share that. You can remove those apps. I know it's hard. Remove those apps so that you're not tempted to connect to those apps. That's what I did. I took off TikTok and Instagram. I don't have any TikTok accounts anymore. I had to take those TikTok accounts off because I was just TikToking too much. I only have now Instagram accounts that are business accounts. And that's because I need to connect to my scholars and make sure that they are updated on what we're doing for GED. I have a Facebook account because you have to have a personal Facebook account in order to set up your pages. So I do have GED pages for Facebook, but so my phone connects to the GED pages. YouTube, I'm on YouTube. You know why? Because I got to create these videos for you. That's right. So I have YouTube, but I also, again, I listen to videos on YouTube that invest in me as a student, as a scholar, to help me to move forward towards getting my degree. All right, so those are my easy tips. Easy tips. Listen to videos related to GED, the subject that you're studying, while brushing your teeth, folding your clothes, cleaning your home, driving from point A to point B, or if you're on a train or a subway, from point A to point B. Let yourself just be immersed with the information. Videos that share tips about preparing for your GED, videos about the subject that you are studying towards getting your GED. Reserve 3 to 4 days for actually studying the material, right? There are free exams online that you can study, free websites that you can download material related to GED. Go to the official GED website. GED.com is the official GED website. I still get amazed when I talk to students and I say, go to the website for GED, and they say, what is the website? The website is GED.com. Go to the official website. You should already have an account set up. So I didn't even put that here because, of course, if you have been following me, you know getting your account set up is priority. Get that account set up. Listen to GED videos 3 to 4 days reserved for studying for GED, and make sure out of those 3 to 4 days, use 2 of those days to connect yourself to math, because you need to have that math in place as you are preparing for your GED. Now, we do have GED prep programs. We have tutoring classes. We have tutoring 101 sessions. We have GED prep classes that we provide on Mondays. And we are coming up with a boot camp in April. We're going to post that information about our boot camp on our website. We're going to post the information so that you can register for our in-person boot camp. It is scheduled for April the 20th. I'm putting it out there. I believe we are locked in, and that's a good date. I will share the location. We do have the location. I just want to make sure that it is confirmed. And we also have some special things we're going to offer to attendees. It's going to be reserved for 20 scholars. And so I got some real good news about those 20 scholars who can attend our GED bootcamp. And I'm going to share that information about what we're going to offer starting next week, right? April the 1st is when we're going to open up registration. So make sure you stay plugged in. But right now, you definitely want to come on board and join our GED prep class that we have every Monday, because those are the scholars who will get first dibs on our boot camp. So if you're not already one of our scholars, you definitely want to plug in. And for more information about how to register for our program, you can go to our website, which is pjeducationgroup.com. There we go, pjeducationgroup.com. I moved out of the way. Our phone number is 972-499-5229. That's 972-499-5229. Those are the steps on taking a small step every day, preparing to get your GED. All right, if you like this video, you know what to do. You know the drill. First of all, I need you to like this video. Like. Then I need you to share this video with someone who you know is preparing to get their GED. And last but not least, please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive notifications as I post more videos to encourage you to be your coach as you prepare to get your GED. I look forward to celebrating you. And before I go, don't forget, I'm really excited about this. We are going to start our interviewing sessions, our podcast, where we're going to talk to scholars who are preparing to get their GED and scholars who receive their GED. So if you want to share your story with us and with the world on our YouTube channel, we would love to hear from you as well. If you got your GED, please share that story with us. You can let us know. You can also be part of our podcast. Well, we want to know anyhow, because we just want to celebrate you and congratulate you on a job well done. And if you are deciding to get your GED and you would like to share your story about your progress, we would love to share your story on our YouTube channel as well. So just visit our website, contact us. We have all of that on our website. Again, it's pjeducationgroup.com. That's pjeducationgroup.com, or give us a call. Again, our phone number is 972-499-5229. That's 972-499-5229. Let's get your GED.